Socks and a bleach blonde hair.
6, 7, 8.
Socks and a bleach blonde hair.
Hey,
Socks and a bleach blonde hair. Go.
Mike and a shitty podcast.
Hey, Mike and a shitty podcast. Go.
Talks in a red velvet shirt.
Hey, Talks in a red velvet shirt. Hey.
That was good.
Okay. What's yours?
Slippers and a BB top.
Hey, slippers and a BB top. Hey. I still didn't get that.
You guys should change the intro song to your show to this.
Okay.
Oh, it won't take much for me to want to change it.
Summer, my Mac Miller song.
Guys, welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered. Jordan is here with us, and he's going to show us his brand new rap song.
A live performance.
He's going to give us a little. He's going to give us a little clip, and then he's going to perform the rest.
Okay.
Jordan, you are giving it Lord Farquaad.
Berries and cream.
It's my favorite look that you have so far.
Thank you.
Yeah, he sounds exactly like Mac Miller and Kodak Black. Yeah, I'm
way.
not joking.
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear this.
All right.
Before we get into Jordan freestyling, Jordan's here today because Matt is out of town for his birthday. Happy birthday, Matt.
Happy birthday, Matt. Love you, Pookie. Get that cancer skin checked again.
Pookie and a scancer. Cancer and a little blue top.
Hey, cancer and a striped blue Cancer and a striped blue shirt.
Zane, we can't do it fast enough. It's in here and I can't get it out. Skin cancer and a little striped tee.
Hey.
Skin cancer and a little striped tee.
Skinny cancer. Jordan just wants to play a song.
Look, but before we continue, happy birthday to Matt.
Okay. Are you practicing?
No. Okay. I'm very nervous because I haven't.
Be.
This is my
debut.
This is the least judgmental
This is a
group
debut rap.
ever.
It's also not. It's called Work in Progress 1 is what they sent me.
Okay. So this is completely off the top of your head, 100% freestyle.
Everything off the. I went into a phone box booth, no air condition for 4 hours, and just freestyle and rapped.
In this
and
heat?
they put beats on it.
Right.
Yeah, I almost had a heat stroke.
Jordan's bringing that heat in there. No, it's.
I had told my roommate Savannah that this is what I wanted for my birthday. I just wanted to finally I rap with her when I come home.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have it recorded once.
So
that's nice.
For a birthday present, she got you a session.
Yes.
That's really cool.
That is really. I was like, what is the backstory? That's great. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
A month ago.
A month ago.
Okay.
Yesterday was my dog's birthday.
Happy birthday,
So
Polly.
happy
Birthday, Polly.
Thank you.
Polly?
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
Hey. High as hell. I'm feeling well. I smoked that shit. My doctor said he'd take a hit for me. He made me quit for me.
You literally sound like Mac Miller.
I said, let's smoke up. Hey, we did it. He fucking with me.
What happened?
I don't know. Oh, hold on.
Jordan, that was incredible.
Thank you.
Oh, we're starting it over.
Oh, shit.
I can restart.
For me, he made me quit for me. My doctor rolled up.
I just need a
I
blunt.
said, let's smoke up. Hey, we did it. He fucking with me. He hit it.
What?
Hot blast, we with it. Taco Bell till we finish. You already know what I did. Smoking that shit in my crib. You already know that I hit it. Maybe I should stop, I should quit it.
Jordan,
that was fire, bro.
No, throw it.
Mariah, I have it, you idiot. I have it.
Oh, you have it.
Yeah.
You got one
What
too?
do I have?
That was a lot smoother than I thought.
I know.
Yeah, that was really
Jordan's
nice.
very good at freestyling. Very
You
good.
are. My favorite is when we all go out and we hit just a random bar.
Yep, and they got karaoke.
They got karaoke, and then Jordan gets that mic, and then he really just lets it out.
And they ask him, what song do you want
to sing? Just a beat.
Just
need the beat.
I love that.
Can you turn my headphones up?
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you, Jordan, for sharing that.
I just can't
you
wait
guys.
for your career to take off.
Thank you guys.
Jordan,
Thank you.
I can't wait for the verified DMs you're about to get.
I
start.
think I dropped like a Kendrick double entendre in there somewhere.
You need to do what every like artist does on TikTok. Just release like 10 seconds of it, and just every single video has that 10 seconds, just like hyping it up, trying to get that hook stuck. And
Kind of like what Jojo Siwa did for Karma.
exactly like
Just
that.
make your entire Instagram like just fill like
Block it
a
out.
whole bulletin for your new song that's about to
start
hit.
posting tweets like "My doctor hit it," and everybody's like, "What?"
Hold on, wait, my doctor.
That was his line.
Why?
All right, hit that intro, Zane.
All right, well, let's get this shit popping on, baby.
baby.
It's coffee time, baby. Let's go.
Hit it, Jordan.
Hit it. Joy, hit that sick beat. What's that song? Hit that sick beat. Now, welcome back to Zane here Unfiltered. I'm your host, Zane.
I'm Heath.
Jordan.
Very good.
Jordan.
That was
That was
perfect.
like when you
I'm
leave
Mariah.
when you get a voice message. We're calling to reach the line of
Jordan. Well, thank you again for tuning into another episode. We appreciate it and hope you enjoy it.
All right,
We'll
baby.
see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode.
You guys.
We love you. Peace.
Bye.
Okay, be honest. If episodes were that short, but we posted every other day, would you guys like that?
Oh, I think I would like that.
Me too. It would take me 2 seconds to edit.
Just like a good 15-minute. Not bad.
I am feeling jokey and prankstery today.
Okay. Well, first of all, we're really excited. We have Jordan back on the podcast.
Hello. Thank you.
If you guys haven't seen the thanks. If you haven't seen the last episode with him, there's a lot of really good stories.
What was the last one you got when you got tied up?
Yes.
Tied up, held hostage in his own home.
Honestly, Jordan, my favorite version of you.
Crazy.
Tied up.
Oh wow.
So
That's a
just
wild
kinky.
thing to say.
Yeah. Hogtied, right? So sexual.
A girl wants to do role play with him. She's like, "What if I like tied you up?" He's like, "Just
Maybe some trauma present.
Trauma.
Okay, by the way, so hogtied means, I don't know if I even asked.
Hog.
Hogtied.
I want to tie.
If the hog to a girl exists, can I be the hog tied a boy? Come on.
Hog tied boy.
All right, Zane,
No.
I'm just going to show you what it looks like so you stop asking questions because I feel like you're
Yeah.
just
Oh
so
my
confused.
gosh.
Okay, Jordan, can you, were you actually tied up like that?
For 6 hours.
You were
Wait.
tied up just like, that.
I did not know it was
it's your
that
hands
position.
and feet tied together
Hand
behind
and
your
feet
back."
tied together.
I thought hogtied just means that like you're tied up really tight,
Oh.
like either
I
hands
thought you
behind
were
your
like
back or-
sitting in a chair.
No, it was
It's so you
crazy.
can't like
Oh,
run,
you can't
move,
do
do
That's
anything.
terrible.
Jordan, that's really bad. I'm not talking about the whole situation with them robbing you. I'm talking about being tied like that.
Yeah.
Even if my like wife did that to me, like in bed, I would be
Babe,
very
come on.
upset.
Babe, really?
All right,
babe?
all right, cut it. I'm done.
I'd be really upset.
That's horrible.
That's just not. That's not. I don't understand how like people think that's hot. Being tied up like that.
Well, they're not being tied up like that for.
Yeah, they are. That's no. Have you not like people do role play? They
They do
couples
like
do that shit.
bedposts and
It's a little
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they
You
do
literally
that.
can't do anything in that position.
Yes, you can. Trust me. I've done it before.
Wild.
Okay.
It's you guys just rolling on the floor
In mud.
in mud.
Oh my.
No.
Scoot your seat forward.
Did you see that, guys? That wasn't.
I don't know what was that. But yeah, last episode was really good. If you haven't watched it, check that out. And we got a lot of good stories today. I have a few stories that you said we could talk about.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
This is unfiltered. Open book.
With the best storyteller on
Unfiltered.
earth, Jordan Ong.
I love when you talk about your previous kid and that whole
When I was a
side of
dad.
you.
That's such a wholesome like
It is,
era.
it
of
is.
You had a
Jordan.
kid?
I had
It's
a kid.
Jordan was a step
Oh,
step
dad.
dad.
he was a
Stepdad.
dad. He was a dad who stepped up.
Yes. For
Like that.
for a year and a half, I stepped up.
And you really did when you showed us that.
Yeah, do you remember?
Yeah, I remember
the whole
that.
slideshow?
I genuinely had like a little tear come out.
It was like I can't even look back at photos and imagine that was my life. Like we went on family vacations.
Like it doesn't
we
feel
took
like
a family trip to Key West, like 3 days in Key West.
like seeing pictures and videos. It doesn't feel like that was you.
No, it doesn't.
That's crazy.
Do you feel like that added like 5 to 10 years of to your life?
Of experience.
So
I think it did.
let's explain this.
Yeah. Okay.
Jordan had a girlfriend years ago.
Yes.
Tell us how you met.
We met at work.
Is this the one that had you install a TV?
Yes.
Go
yes,
ahead.
this is the one.
Oh, so that's how it started?
It started at work
That's
over
hot.
the
That's
like
hot.
on at work messaging system. So we were just messaging each other throughout the entire day
On the
for-
work system?
for work system for months, like
months.
like bad things.
Right, I'm so sorry, but
What?
It's giving 50 Shades of Grey. This is,
Wait, you were
This is
you were dirty talking on like the store's POS system?
It was bad. Yeah.
Wait,
and
Jordan,
the piece of shit
that's
system?
I know,
logged.
I know.
That corporate literally can.
We both got fired. We both don't
Wait,
work
oh,
there
so
anymore. No, I'm sorry. She never got fired. I got.
Because of this?
I don't think it was because of that, but
Oh, it was
could've-
one-
Well, what did they
100
say?
it could've-
yeah,
it could've-
Jordan.
What was their
It-
reason?
I don't think it was.
Hold on. Jordan, why weren't you using your phones? You could text. Was it just hotter to do it on the...
No. It was Google Chat, but the Google Chat was run by the company, so they.
Still, Jordan, why? You didn't have a phone?
Wait,
We did, but you're on the computer working, so we used the messaging system.
So you could
for-
look like you were working instead of being on your phone.
Like we used it to talk to our other employees, like our other coworkers,
So were you guys in the
all
same
the time, like ask them questions.
building?
Like, yeah, we were right next to each other. We were like 4 seats
Same
down.
cubicle, like around the same.
Yeah, same cubicle. So we would
so
like.
that made it even
So
spicier.
I literally am just only picturing The Office.
So
Yeah.
Dude, that's
yes.
all, every time I think of like
An
an office
office,
setting, I
yeah.
think of that
It was
show.
very Jim and Pam. Like
Ooh,
everyone called
yeah,
me
they,
Jim and Pam.
yeah, they
Who's
chat.
Jim and who's Pam?
I was definitely Pam.
well,
The way you shrugged after, I was definitely Pam.
But it was really cute because we would have like lunch dates every single day.
Aw.
Like we would like drop things off at each other's desks. Like there's just that office romance is crazy. But
give me like what a message looked and sounded like.
I can't.
They were that bad.
They were just yeah.
How old
They
were
got
you?
very deep, and then we transformed those deep energy. Yeah.
Mariah, press 0 for operator, press 9 for a kiss.
I want to say 24, 25.
Okay.
somewhere. Yeah.
24, you're still young. Your juices are flowing.
I was young.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it wasn't. It was a at work affair. She
Did you report it to HR?
she was just coming out of a. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they definitely. Oh,
Jordan's getting
Sorry,
hot.
I
thinking
just
about
had I just had a heart attack that her son would watch this one day.
him taking his headphones off, thinking that the people aren't gonna hear.
Jordan, this channel won't exist in 5.
You're thinking when he turns like
Yes.
17, he's gonna find this
Yes.
episode.
And
This
be
isn't gonna
who is-
exist. There's no
yeah.
way.
Yeah, this won't.
Okay, we had a affair-ish type situation. Not exactly.
It
She was
literally is Jim and Pam.
she was coming out of a
gosh.
relationship,
Yeah.
and I was entering it.
As doors close, doors open.
It was opening. It was opening, and I walked through.
Oh, I
It
bet
was
you did.
it was unlocked.
Jordan at the door.
So she moved in, and we brought the crib into the house. Everything. Like I set up my room.
Did
and
she
had a
she
child.
moved into your grandparents' house
Yeah.
with you?
and we would go to work together.
Wow.
How did that? I don't know if this is too personal, but how did that conversation happen? Like, did you make that move for that? Like her to move in? Was it her asking you what like your?
So we were spending so much time at work together. We worked together that it just became we were dating. Now it just became let's just live together because we're driving
Yeah.
to the same place every day.
Yeah.
You were thinking economically. You're like, let's carpool.
But it was crazy because like we would drop off her son like with the father, but like we would do it after work. So
Oh
I
my
was in the car,
gosh.
and I would be ducked behind the seats, like on the bottom of the like.
Oh,
Just waiting.
My gosh.
Maybe I like that. Man. That's sneaky. Ooh.
Oh,
Did he know that you
I
guys
was
were
also
ended up dating?
significantly shorter than him, like in height.
Wait.
And when he
The-
eventually
the
did
kid?
find out, like
He was in the military, right?
yeah, he was in the.
Oh, sorry.
How
her
were you not
ex.
scared?
I was.
Were they separated at this time and they were just co-parenting and dropping him off, or what?
Yeah, co-parenting.
Okay.
Co-parenting.
Wow. Yeah, I'd be scared shitless if.
It was honestly one of the best like eras of my life. And
Yeah.
it was waking up every single weekend ahead of you was for your child. Like there was
Like you said, planning your days was like, what do we do with him?
Rapids Water Park. Like,
Right.
oh yeah, let's go.
This was the best thing for Jordan. He got to go and do things for
He went
himself.
through the
Yeah,
kids,
yeah.
like literally lived in the
Jordan
kids'
wanted to
shoes.
go to the water. This kid's way too small to even enjoy a water park. No, he's got to go to the water
Were
park.
you working on like potty training? Were you?
Everything. So take Dean. You know how like Dean is constantly in the house? So your
Yeah.
child is constantly in the house and constantly wanting attention too.
Right.
Constantly. So it is.
You got to get creative.
You got to get creative. And there are a lot of like set the train toys down and like leave them for like 30 minutes. Or
Right.
like let's go do something. But for the most part, it is a full-time, not 7-hour, like full-time 12-hour.
Yeah.
Full-time job. Being a parent is a full-time job.
Full-time job.
I get
And
it.
a very rewarding one because your examples that you see in the teaching, like we taught him how to potty train himself. We
Right.
bought like the little toilet.
He'll start mimicking you, and you're like, oh, that's so
the way
cool.
you go down the slide. The way you go down the slide is how he goes down the slide.
They're sponges.
The way you get into the pool is how if you like freak out because it's cold, they'll freak out because it's cold.
Yeah.
If you pretend it's not cold, they're like, it's very interesting.
Did you used to give the kid a kiss goodbye and say I love you? Like when you drop him off?
Yeah, of course.
When time
yeah,
goes
no,
on,
no,
I
no.
think naturally,
No,
like
no,
as
no,
a right.
No. The way I saw it, I was in his life. If I was a child and I had someone come into my life, I'd want them to be the best person to me, regardless of whether me and the mother were going to stay together. I acted as a father in every sense of the
As
way.
if
So
it was your own too.
he wanted food, I got him food. Like it was, I just took all those responsibilities. But she was a very responsible mother already, so she was doing all the motherly things. But I definitely.
When I was just really quick, when I was younger and my mom and dad were separated, they were divorced. My mom, there was a few guys that my mom was dating, and they were like long term, kind of like I would say a year, maybe
enough
each
to
one.
where she introduced you guys.
Yeah, enough where exactly. And it got to the point where you just start seeing them. Oh, that's my dad. And it happens very quickly
wow.
too.
Yeah.
Like at first you think it's a friend, but then it's like, oh, that's daddy. That's at daddy. And
Right.
just
Because
because
kids don't fully comprehend exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
They just naturally see an older male figure around all the time, and they're like, okay, I have to trust and be safe with this person.
And I felt safe too. Like I felt very
Yeah.
safe with the guys that she would like introduce me in their life. And these were like long term too. So like it made sense.
and
How long were you together for?
like a year and a half.
Oh yeah,
And-
a long time for like a kid. Yeah.
and to be honest, it's not so much like any situation. It was just like you do love that kid. The kid hasn't done anything wrong to do anything to you. So
Yeah.
like, you genuinely just love this child, even if it's not yours. Like there's no negative thought there. So whether I was in the relationship or just like her friend visiting, like it was that kind of love.
Yeah.
And
You know,
what,
and continuing. Like
was it harder too? Obviously, I would imagine like when you guys broke up, like you broke up with like you guys broke up with each other, but you also like kind of lost like a child that you like had.
Yeah,
time
but
and,
then there's like that because my mom was a single mom, and moms are very like they get into mom mode. Like she was very like also like me thinking like we broke up. I can't just like linger
Right.
there. It's like a very weird situation for her.
you don't want to
And
confuse
very
the
weird
kid.
situation.
Yeah.
It was a weird situation for both of us. But I'd say that is something you have to like kind of like deal with as it's going on. It's unavoidable. But like she still texts me and we still talk and she'll be like, hey, he misses you. He says hi. He says this. And I'm always very cordial like, with them.
It's
I feel
so
like it was
crazy.
only a positive thing on my life.
Yeah.
Whether it worked out or didn't, but yeah.
I think the funniest part of this was like when Jordan like first told us about this. We were at the old house in the guest house, and he went on Instagram.
All we
to
said
show
was,
us.
Jordan, show us a picture of you with the kid and her. And Jordan's taking like 20 minutes. And I'm like, Jordan, just a picture. Just give me an idea. I need a visual. He goes, I'm almost done. Keep in mind, they still follow each other. He made an Instagram highlights reel of all their best moments, and he airplayed it to the TV and
This
played
is on
it for
his
us.
Instagram.
I'm like, she's going to see it.
But this was just to show everybody. And we're like, what if she just goes on your page in the 5-10 minutes and you're showing
He goes,
us? And he's
it'll
like,
be quick.
it'll be quick. She
It
won't
was the
see it.
funniest thing. thing.
Full highlight reel of the relationship. But it was very, I mean, we saw everything.
It was a great way to do it.
Highlight. So guys, if you were on his page and you were there for the 10 minutes, you would have seen his whole life with this kid.
Yeah.
Comment below if you happen to make it.
Jordan, nobody saw it.
You never know.
Such
You
a
never
short
know.
period. That's really funny. But yeah, we got to see the whole thing, and it was very emotional.
Jordan
watching
has
that.
lived many, many lives.
I have.
And he's still going.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our sponsor of this podcast, SeatGeek.
Woo! Guys, you have used our code so much that SeatGeek wanted to hook you up with a new special offer. So listen up.
Right now, everyone can use our new code UNFILTERED10 for 10% off any tickets on SeatGeek, whether you're a new customer or not.
Concert season is back, baby. Artists like Billie Eilish, Niall Horan, Sabrina Carpenter, and Noah Khan are on tour right now, and you already know that SeatGeek is the best place to get them tickets. Come on now.
That's right, baby. And no matter how many times you've bought tickets using SeatGeek before, Unfiltered 10 is going to get you 10% off your next order.
So take out your phone, open the SeatGeek app, and add code UNFILTERED10 to your account. What are you waiting for, baby? Do it now because this offer is only available for a limited time.
Thank you so much, SeatGeek, for sponsoring this podcast. We love you so much.
Can I request a story?
Yes.
Talk about the date that went wrong recently, right?
The beach one. The
Yes.
Florida beach one.
The Florida beach one. Yeah, this one was like insane.
This is one of my
Florida
favorites.
beach one.
It's so
I don't think I've heard
good.
this one.
It was bad, and this is our second date. This is date number 2.
How'd you meet this person?
How'd date number
So
one go?
date number 1 went extremely well, but I've known her since first grade.
Oh, wow.
But this
It was
was like
one
a
of these-
dream girl that you always
Yes,
liked.
I liked her in first grade, liked
This
her
is like
second grade,
his-
third grade. This was my elementary school crush. Never went to the same middle school, never went to the same high school.
Oh, wow.
Never spoke again. Go on Tinder, I met her at like 23, I'm thinking.
Wow.
That's rare. Usually you don't, like, if you have a huge crush like that, normally you part ways or you look back and you're like, oh, that's not my type anymore. It's never like
It was
you
still
like
there.
someone in elementary.
Was
and
it
they
even
still,
more?
It was just in that little small Florida town, no one moves. Like, no one
That's
moves.
true.
You do really.
Yeah.
You can
But
find anybody you want.
You can still
in that
find
town.
them. They're still there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're still all there. So, yeah, so our first date, and I was like just getting back into the dating game, I think.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, do you want to go to Starbucks and we can draw together? Because she draws. So we just went to Starbucks and we drew together. And she,
Why
like,
can't I
taught
come
me
up
how
with
to
like
draw.
cute date
It was
ideas?
really
Wait,
nice.
Because you don't like to draw.
Jordan's the master of like
Like
date
just cute
ideas.
little
creative
dates,
fun
yeah.
dates. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you next time I go on a date. I'm like, hey, what should I
No,
do?
Zane, you're
It
gonna be
worked
like,
really
no,
well.
that's stupid.
I know, but I will
Jordan
be
would be
open
like,
to
I would
it.
just like
Entertain
embroider
it.
with her. Is it?
embroider.
Entertain it. But we ended up going back to my house and we were watching a TV show. And I was laying on my bed and she was sitting on the couch in my room. And I said, why don't you come up on the bed?
God, gang.
Just not subtle at all.
Why
just
don't you
like,
come up on the just straight to the point?
like not even like, are you comfortable? Like nothing.
Do you use protection?
I mean, it was crazy because I wasn't expecting what happened, but she got on the bed and then immediately like straddled me.
She was waiting.
Yes.
No.
Jordan was waiting 10 years for this moment. He couldn't wait.
Jordan writing a fanfic and then straddled me.
So I like flinched because she touched me. Well, I was
Because
like,
she touched me.
and she was like, is something wrong? And I was like, I just thought when you were coming on the bed, you were gonna just like sit next to me. But no. I just didn't expect that.
No,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know
No,
where we were
your
going.
reaction is very valid.
I don't know. I just was.
I would have left.
Left your own house. Why don't you stay here tonight?
No. We thoroughly enjoyed the evening. I just didn't. When I said it, I didn't realize that I meant that.
It happened so fast,
Well, I'm
yeah.
so used to having everyone hang out on my bed.
Yeah.
Like,
Comment down below if you've been in Jordan's room in Florida. There are minimum 10 people on the bed at all times.
so first day went really well, and it was a great reunion, and we planned date number 2. Date number 2 is beach date.
Hold on. Pause.
Yeah.
She straddled you.
Yeah. We're
Like,
just,
You freaked out, and then what?
He said it was a great
We
date.
had a great evening.
She was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." Then you guys were talking.
We
right,
had
for the rest
a
of the-
fantastic evening.
Jordan doesn't
Okay.
want to just go straight for it. He wants to have a connection first.
No, I
before
think he did
No,
go
we
straight
did
for
go
it.
Oh, you
straight
did.
for
You
it.
did. All right.
There was no connection.
I can't tell if we know Jordan or not.
The connection was simmering for years in elementary school.
So she
in
was
my
feeling
eyes.
the burn too.
Oh yeah,
Like, she
absolutely.
was-
I think we were soul bonded for a little bit because I went to the dentist once and she was getting a procedure done on her teeth while I was there.
Invisible string theory.
Yeah. So I
right,
think it's just
so
There's
go
a
ahead.
line.
invisible. Like
You
the
could
line
cut that
was
sexual
drawn.
frustration with a knife.
So
Okay.
we date number 2 is the beach. And then this is like where things.
The people listening.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
They've been
sorry.
We
waiting
keep
for
interrupting. We
No,
do
but this
keep
is amazing.
interrupting.
I'm
sorry.
Okay, go.
Go.
Okay.
No. Let's go.
We get so it is like nothing. It is the perfect beach day. Everything is going right. I think we went to like Publix, got the subs. We're right there, laying on the beach. Everything. We got perfect parking, and I'm gonna go put time in my car. I find out when I go to open my car that I left my keys in my car.
Not
So
surprising.
then so I'm thinking in my head, I gotta call AAA, whatever. I'm gonna go tell her I want to hang out at the beach a little longer.
Because you didn't want her to know. Because you were like
were you
embarrassed.
embarrassed?
That's smart.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Yes, I didn't want her to know. So I called AAA just to get the time estimate. They gave me 1 hour. So perfect because
Set
I was
the
gonna
timer.
I was gonna put time anyways. So I'm like, hey, I put 1 more hour. Perfect, whatever. We're laying down. Our hour runs out and I ran back to the car just like 30 times after the so that
What was your excuse
This
to go
girl's
back?
like just trying to straddle you on the beach.
Yeah, right. She
because
just wants a
they
straddle.
they give you like 45 minutes to 60
Straddle
minutes.
range.
So at the
Yeah.
45, I ran back to the car, looked around, no one. Ran back to the beach. And every single time I was like, I'm going to go get water. I'm going to go do something. I'd come back with something.
Jordan.
And
Just tell her.
the person, they called me and then they said, we're still a little late. We're running behind 45 more minutes. And our hour capped. And I'm like, we should stay a little bit longer.
I'm burning.
I'm
Jordan.
really
It
enjoying.
was really bad
But
because
you know,
she was
like
right,
after all
but
that time,
I
now is the
didn't-
perfect time to be like,
I
please.
became much more physical, just kind of hugging, more cuddly, like we need to buy some time. So
Yeah.
now she just got the improv beach massage. She didn't know where it came from. So
Are there people around?
there was so many people watching us. It was actually insane. Like it was but I had to like actually buy time.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, that's really close.
We're in the Vietnam War right now.
Is this in Florida?
This is in Florida.
Oh, so
on-
that's fine. That's very normal.
yeah, it was normal.
Yeah.
It was like every other couple was doing
No, I'm
it.
saying like even if you're both naked straddling on the beach, it would be normal.
Yeah.
for sure.
I agree. We're probably like hour 45 over what we intended to say. So
Yeah.
we're like 2 hours and 45 minutes at the beach. I get my call and I'm going back. I think we had like 15 minutes by the time I got the call. As I'm walking back to my car, my work calls me and says, "Where are you?" they're like, "You're supposed to be here at 4:30," and it was like 4:45 or something. And this was back then where like all the schedules were just printed, and you just kind of said like, "Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday."
Got it.
Got it.
It's like
You never actually had it.
I'm on the phone. I'm like, I don't work today. I do not work today. But in my head, I'm like so sad because the person has to stay later then.
Right.
Whatever. But I was very sure that it didn't work that day.
But of course, it happened that day.
I was furious because she was burnt. Like she was a tomato.
The
I'm
girl.
stressed. Yeah. Gone. I'm like
trying to keep massage her, and she's like,
Just straddle.
it's okay, it's okay.
Jordan, can we go?
You can't even touch each other.
So tow truck comes. And we're just at my car. She has no idea. So she's probably
How
like,
is
what
this
the fuck
possible?
is he doing? Yeah.
There's a tow truck
She has
coming.
never known until we got into the car.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then I told her everything because
I broke.
So I wanted her like I was just seeing like if everything is going good, if this is a good date, maybe it's going well. Anyways, the tow truck comes. We unlock the car very quickly, and I get another call. I'm talking right now with the passenger door open. I have my keys, and I answer the phone, and they're like, "No, you're really supposed to work today." I was like, "It is impossible for me to come in today. I'm at the beach. Like, by the time I get there, it's gonna be like 7:00. Like, I can't." And they're like, "Okay," and hang up on me. I drop everything on my seat, slam the door, locked my keys in the car. And then I literally screamed in the parking lot because I was being attacked on every single angle and I had no idea why.
Your girl was being attacked too by the sun.
I gave her a long shower when she got back.
Ow! I gave her a shower.
It was a hot shower. Skin is boiling.
Baby girl, this is gonna make you feel good.
Anyways, thankfully the AAA guy was not far.
So you called the guy to come back.
The same guy, and he said, "Damn!" on the phone. He said, "Damn!" And he came around and said, "You're having a bad day, huh?" And he gave me the AAA give you like these bottles of water. He gave me 2.
He drank both and gave one to the girl.
They also give you a special AAA card. The gold number.
AAA platinum.
So on that, after that time, when I went back, I said, "Hey, it's time to let's go."
She's like, "You sure?"
What did she say to any of this?
She actually thought it was,
You were fucking.
she thought it was really funny, but then she was like, "Why didn't you just tell me the first
Right,
time?"
that's what I would say.
Which would have been 2 hours ago, because then we would have planned around it.
Right, maybe you would have like thought about how else to kill time.
I was just on second date vibe, and like this has happened to me before already, and it didn't.
Maybe you could have got some dinner.
bad.
Maybe Hooters. I was right across the street. I know where you guys
Something
are.
in the
Could have.
We
we could have. Yeah, but we were both in bathing
suits.
Yeah, it
Did you hear him though? He said this isn't the first time it happened on a date. This happened.
happened again.
the car keys?
Yes.
It happened. I went to a Florida like the Springs, which is like we drove out like an hour and a half to get there.
I love
Jordan.
the commitment when it comes to him and these girls.
It was wild. Right when we got there, same exact thing. Just
When
like,
AAA trying to get out to the Springs.
they got off road.
No service.
my brain has already evolved to see something bad and go back to normal. Because it's like,
Jordan, I think you do that every day.
I close the door and then and then it's an instant over the hill.
What?
Resets his mind.
When was the last time you locked your keys in the car?
It would be every day. My car makes like a noise now if I do it.
Oh, because it won't allow you to.
Yeah, it won't allow me to.
But you would be doing it every day.
Every single day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, my family like is, and I've never bought an AirTag. Anti-AirTag.
You need to. Well, do you still have this problem where if you left your key in there, it would lock?
I don't, because the car manufacturer saved it for me. They fixed it. Now Subaru, like if you put your key in your car, it will not let you lock.
Shout out
the
Subaru.
car.
Oh, good. Okay.
Shout out to Subaru.
They actually made that switch just because of you.
It's called Jordan's Law.
Jordan's lock.
That's really funny though.
Just recently, I lost my keys in the ocean. Remember I called you?
Jordan, stay away from water.
Wait, when was this?
You're done.
You and Kim both.
I'm done. I got like really excited and I ran into the ocean and my keys just went.
Well, where'd you think they would
I
go?
saw it for 1 second go.
Was that out here?
Yes, in Santa Monica. And the key just went, and I saw it go and just endlessly digging through the sea,
Jordan,
the
it doesn't
ocean,
matter if you
gone.
found those keys. Right, they're broken. I mean,
You gotta put it in rice.
There was just.
I don't think car keys. What am I saying? A phone, you put it in rice. A phone is so much more intricate.
I love it. Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our next sponsor of this podcast, DraftKings.
In a world of slot reels and blackjack deals comes the must-play event of the summer from DraftKings Casino, featuring nonstop action and an all-star cast of games, including A-lister Loki's Luck. This summer, Blockbuster is one of you won't want to miss.
Plus, new players can get $100 instantly in casino credits with just $1 wagers. And All players get a Blockbuster bonus every week.
So sign up with code ZANE and grab your popcorn. It's showtime on DraftKings Casino, baby. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER, or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net.
Or if you're in Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org.
Please play responsibly. 21 plus. Physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. Eligibility and other restrictions apply.
New customers only. $1 wager to earn $100 in non-withdrawal casino credits that expire in 168 hours.
Terms at casino.draftkings.com/blockbuster.
Thank you so much, DraftKings, for sponsoring this podcast. We love you.
I don't know why this entered my head, but in my closet, I have a picture of Kate Upton that is hung up to the size of her height. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I know about that.
That makes complete sense. It makes sense, but like, what?
It was just an attention to detail. And then my work shelf in my closet is at the same exact biological height of me. So when you go in my closet, it's like at hobbit height.
Really?
But when I'm in my closet, it's at my sitting height. When I sit down, like I measured my table to fit my knees perfectly, like this, like, and so everything's custom built, and custom built that I can stand on top of it. I made sure that I can hold like triple my body weight.
No way.
Yeah, a lot went into like designing that my little closet.
That's
area.
actually cool.
Yeah, I'll come design yours one day.
Thank you.
Your closet's an office with Kate Upton posters. Where happened to Zane?
You
Where'd
only
he go?
do one design. It's Kate Upton.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, you're good. You're fine.
What were we giggling about?
I in my closet, I have a Kate Upton poster that is put on the wall to her height. So from where her head starts, it is the exact height on Wikipedia that she is.
How tall is she?
I think like 5'5". She's tall. She's a tall girl. She's like
about to say, if she's 5'4", she's tall.
No. I think she's 5'9". Don't question me on that, but she's tall. She's a little tall one. And
Do you ever like?
She's a little.
Do you ever
tall
stand
one.
like next to her and you like?
I am inside of her stomach.
Oh.
If I stand next to her, like just right
I am
there.
straddling her.
Maybe stomach is just a good word.
Is that how you
I'm
practice?
probably not at her stomach. What?
Is that how you practice with Kate Upton before you these girls on the dates?
Actually, it was just a design decision. I know a lot of people say that, but in my house, I just wanted to see her at her own height.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jordan's house, I'm gonna put a picture. But Jordan has this little window above his sink in the kitchen, and if you go to the outside of the house, you can go to that window. But he took like menus from Chili's and he put them. Are they Chili's?
Yes.
And he taped them onto the wall, so now his friends can come up and like order from the drive-thru, and he'll
It looks
pass
like a
them
legit
food.
drive-thru.
So he has menus, drinks, food posted up, and it looks like a drive-thru.
Are these like paper menus or like they're
No,
menus?
the legit
These are
menus.
laminated. These are
Jordan.
laminated. they're also laminated, and we have the official Chili's chip bowl, the one that the chips and salsa comes in.
That's actually kind of sick.
And you know, you're right when you sit down, those little papers that your spoon and silverware come in. We got 5 of those. I have the.
He also stole the little card reader kiosk that has the games. where
Jordan.
you pay-
Could you imagine? Jordan, do it.
Jordan, they order you turn it. To them.
Just gonna ask you a quick question.
That's next. And we never stole them. We just acquired them.
You never
How?
stole them.
I never stole them.
Explain.
They just started
you
like-
also you also have a Target basket.
Yeah.
How do you have that?
That one I stole.
That one.
Jordan,
That
it's
one-
still stealing. If
Okay, wait. The Target basket one is a genuine accident when it happened, because I could have turned back, but when I got to my car, I realized I was bringing the basket like a cart. So when I got to my car, I was like, oh.
Did you?
Am I going to run back inside and bring back the basket?
Oh wait, that's actually
Does
true. You
DMX
never actually walk out with a basket.
Yes, because you're supposed to take the bags out of the basket.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I just carried the whole basket with me. Walked so far in the parking lot. Yes. I am sorry. I
Mariah,
could have.
so far for him.
yeah.
For
to
us,
you.
20 feet.
It was the third parking
There
spot.
were.
He just couldn't find his car. He was walking forever. It was like in the third spot.
I don't want to feel like the problem in society, but it was just put the basket in my car or drive around and give them. If it wasn't Target, I wouldn't have done it if it was Ross.
Yeah.
More respect for Ross.
Oh, I get that.
got
I
it.
actually
All
get
right.
that.
There was a level of Target wouldn't care too much.
Yeah.
There was like the Target CEO would be like, put it in.
Jordan, I had one of
Yeah.
those situations happen to me too. That same thing, except it wasn't a car. It was like a $400 tent that they,
Oh, I remember that.
Wait.
they forgot to scan.
There's no
and
way.
I got to my car and I was like, they missed it. But it's not like I was hiding it. I just genuinely missed it. And then I decided to just go home.
Brave.
Do you still have that tent?
No.
Where is it?
No, I actually left it in the apartment.
Did
That was
you
something
really?
that I like. You
Oh
know,
my
we had that in the
gosh.
garage. We had like stuff. And
Yeah.
like it just stayed there.
I don't think I cleared that thing either.
Wait,
I don't think
didn't
either
your
of us
stuff get
did.
stolen from it?
My bike got stolen from there.
You know, we probably didn't want to like, it was probably just like kind of,
Bad
it had like
juju.
bad vibes there. So we
Yeah.
My
just
truck
didn't
got
wanna-
stolen because you stole a tent.
No, that's not how karma works. Karma works.
Accidental theft is
Still
different.
theft.
It's
No,
it's a little different.
Heath,
There's
you know-
like layers to it.
Remember-
Accidental theft is the biggest form of flattery.
Yeah.
I have heard that.
Because there's still
That's actually crazy.
we internalize guilt, but then in a
Oh,
way,
I do very-
in a way, whenever I accidentally steal something, you can confirm it. I will call my mom, and she'll decide if it's
Flips a coin.
well. My mom describes it. It's like, oh my god, it's a blessing from God. Just go.
I
Good,
love that.
good thing.
Was the
And then the police.
Remember we just went to the store and we noticed, you know how you could put stuff under the shopping cart and a lot of people just
Yeah.
do that on purpose to take it? They started putting cameras by the ground and it points right at the bottom of your cart.
Oh, very good.
I just saw it at, I think we were at maybe Target.
It might have been
Might have been
Target.
Target.
It happens so much, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Like the amount of people that try to do that,
Yeah.
that get away with it.
My sister was at the store and she sent me a video in her car. She was picking out a tie for her husband. I'm still not used to that. Her husband. And she gets in the car and she goes to drive. And she went to put her seatbelt on and she had a tie on her shoulder. She accidentally, because going through the ties, she was saving the ones that she liked. And she ended up finding one that she liked. She paid for it, but she walked out with one draped over her shoulder.
That's really funny.
Does she have both of them?
I'm assuming she returned it. Her anxiety, she would have lost
Yeah.
sleep.
Was
somewhere.
the Target basket the time that you went to go get your phone back? Is that when you took it?
We told that story,
We
right?
told
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
Where Jordan got. If you
Assaulted.
wanna know the story of how Jordan's phone got stolen and the guy basically held him hostage in a Target to get it back.
That was crazy. I don't know if that was like
Go
a
watch it.
bonus or a.
That's
regular
actually
episode.
that's a
forget
crazy
what we
story.
told that on.
Yeah.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our next sponsor of this podcast, HelloFresh.
Dun, dun, dun. It's Hello Fresh, fresh foods coming your way. Say hello to the best food delivery service today. Let's
Hey.
go.
Zane, that was really good. HelloFresh should use that for the commercial.
You know what? They should, Heath. And if you guys don't know what HelloFresh is a food delivery service where you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit.
So ditch the meal planning woes and dive into HelloFresh's biggest menu yet with over 50 recipes and even more market items to choose from every single week.
Guys, make delicious food a priority this summer with quick, convenient recipes delivered right to your door. Just choose your meals and select a delivery date. HelloFresh handles all the meal planning, shopping, and most of the prep, so all you have to do is open your box and get cooking.
Savor the taste of summer with fresh, seasonal produce picked at peak ripeness and delivered straight from the farm to your door in less than a week.
And for all of you listening that got kids, listen up. HelloFresh's line of kid-friendly recipes are picky eater proof and perfect for families looking to shake up their dinner recipe rotation while school's out for the summer.
My favorite part about HelloFresh is the fact that I get to try new food that I never thought I'd be able to cook ever in my life. They give you absolutely everything you need in that little box. Nothing is going to waste. You're using everything, and it just feels really rewarding to make something that looks so good, tastes so good, and it comes out exactly like the picture.
And you guys know that it's good because Heath's mom still orders
Loves,
HelloFresh
baby.
every single month. She keeps it stocked up in there.
So if you're ready to try it out and sign up today, you're going to unlock free appetizers for life. Get the party started or enjoy a little pre-dinner treat with an appetizer of your choice in every single HelloFresh box for free.
I heard free, and that got my juices flowing, baby. Go to HelloFresh.com/unfiltered-apps for free appetizers for life. One appetizer item per box while subscription is active.
That's free appetizers for life at HelloFresh.com/unfiltered-apps for all those subscriptions.
Thank you, HelloFresh, for sponsoring today's episode. We love you, and we love to eat you.
Period.
Tell the story. Some people have heard it.
I'll try to
some
tell it
people
a little
haven't.
different, but I have 2 phones.
Got two
Okay.
phones.
One of them was taken from me at Target.
Dun, dun.
Which one, your personal or your business one?
The hoe phone. So
The hoe phone?
the work phone.
Oh.
So
Would you say you felt targeted?
I felt targeted.
Period.
I felt targeted, and this happened while I was shopping. I noticed almost immediately after shopping. And I went to Target security to request for footage. I was denied. I called
Yeah,
them
normally they don't care.
Over
They-
and
personal
over
item.
and
over
again.
and over, and I had my phone's location, and that person had contacted me in a very like jigsaw saw voice.
I love that. I
Playing
love
with
the
me.
Detail.
It was awful.
I wish I knew the word that I was trying
Description.
to Yeah,
That was it.
this is my last episode.
Just jigsaw voice and non-threatening but playful and like
Give
you were
us a taste.
Hello?
Hello?
I found your phone at no, it didn't
That's
say
not
Okay, wait, let me
jigsaw.
try again. Jordan, call me. Call me.
this is just
Call
her.
me.
Call
Jordan.
her.
All right, Jordan's going to be...
okay.
Hello?
Hey, I found
That's good. No, that's exactly what it
Just
was.
roll with it.
Hello, there will be blood.
no. Hold on. I'm actually trying to think. It was like, hey, I think I found your. Are you missing a phone? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't talk right now. I really can't talk right now. I'm at work. But yeah, I found your phone. Hold on. I have to go because I'm at work. That's literally what happened.
Yeah.
Hung up. I would call 3 times, text, and I would be like, hey, like, I can just come pick this up real quick. Don't bother me. I'm out. Like, I was getting like responses like that.
He was playing
And
with him.
yes, and I was like making me feel bad for
Yeah.
asking him.
Yeah, why would you bother him at work?
Yes. So I feel like I did his voice wrong because it was kind of intimidating in a way, but like
It's okay. Yeah.
he spoke like he had one on me.
Okay.
Right.
And then he was just playing with me like that. And we had like 3 conversations, and I knew he wasn't at work because I saw where my phone was. It was just at someone's house, and I was like, I could see where my phone is. And then it started getting like,
We Googled the location,
Yeah.
remember? And we looked at the front of the house and we were like, Jordan, do not go alone.
yes. And so once I like said I know the location and all that, the tone of the phone calls were just like, come get your phone back for $100. Come get your I'll meet you here. It was just an instant demand. I mean, like
It switched.
switched. Just I'll come meet you at this time. Bring the money. And before all of this, I went to the Target. Target did nothing. I called the police. It was a non-emergency, which I understand. I'm sorry, police department of Los Angeles. To me, it was an emergency.
The thing is, though, it, like in that situation, it's not. But you have to think about what does this person have in their house. At the same time, you know what I mean? Like if I was a cop and I heard that, I'd be like, "This isn't really an emergency, and you lost your. But this person took your phone.
Yeah.
Is not asking for money. This to me, this is enough. A good reason for me to go to the house and see what's this kid got going on in the
Jordan
house.
asked the police
Yeah.
to escort him to
did.
he wanted somebody to sit outside the house so he can go in. He just wanted to be escorted. And they
So the
said
police
no.
actually called me back because when the 911 calls go, I guess every cop hears.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I had
I
a
didn't know
cop,
that.
a cop called me back and told me, hey, just heard your call. Like, go back down to the police station, request for an escort, go to the house. I go to the police station. I'm sorry, son. We cannot help you here. You got to put in your lost item request. We'll get to it in 1 week.
Oh,
And in my head, like
that literally that pisses me
minutes
off.
and
That's
seconds
so
are
stupid.
killing me. And I know it's not an emergency, but in this day and age, like losing your phone, the personal information, just in case if the phone was ever unlocked,
yeah.
it's like I would feel threatened on every single level. Like all my accounts jeopardized, every single like.
Also, we
login
rely on the phone
jeopardized.
so much. Like most people, like can't get around without their phone GPS or like to contact their like.
Honestly,
It's
thank
very
God you had a
important.
second phone.
It is very important
at this time.
Yeah, I know.
And we were out of town.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Out of town. Yeah. So I was like, just honestly, I should have called Zane to escort me to Target, but
To the house.
to Target when I went to buy my phone back.
So go ahead. So
Yeah,
explain. You told him.
So we told.
No, you're
I'm
gonna
at
meet
the
me at a
police
public
station.
place.
Yeah, I'm at the
Okay.
police station. They deny any help, and I call him. I think that like at this time it's like 6 o'clock. The sun is coming down. When the sun goes down and the night comes and you still don't have your phone,
You sound like Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
and the night, and
the night falls.
there's just an anxiety that goes through your
Yeah.
head on
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
am I getting my phone back?
Yeah.
What is
Wasn't there a
going
point
on?
where you called and then it was a woman's voice? It
Yes,
changed.
multiple people were talking on the phone every single time I called, and it was
Well, it's a workplace, so
horrifying.
you know you're gonna get the secretary.
Of
and
course,
the-
yeah. And then so we go to the Target.
You agree to meet back
we
at the
agree to meet at the
location of
location
the
of the
theft.
crime.
Didn't it take a
Yes.
little bit for
Same
you
Target.
to? You said no, come inside because he was trying to get you to go
Yes,
outside.
Yes. That's another thing. It was a whole. I was
I
very
can't
like.
believe you're negotiating with this guy. Like
Yeah,
this is
I know,
crazy.
I know, but what are you gonna do?
And no one's helping you.
You
either.
cannot
That's crazy.
unless there was a cop there. You can't call the cops. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if there was a police officer present, I could accuse him, but I can't call the cops and say he stole this from me and he's not giving it back.
Right.
Got
You
it.
just
Got it.
can't do that.
Yeah.
So in this world, like things do just fall on you, and like it sucks. It was something that felt like in the Middle Ages. I was like bartering. I've never been on the black. I've been on the black market because that is the black market. That's what it felt like.
You traded him 3 goats for your phone
That's
back.
what
I
it
don't
felt
understand how.
Hold on. Get to the part where you're actually in Target.
Like. Okay, so we're in Target. I meet him. Huge guy, busted in nose, like his nose was like sideways.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Just descriptive.
But
And
Jordan said he was scary.
He was
like
scary,
he had
yeah.
scars. He had.
Intimidating,
Didn't you say he freshly looked like he got
he
hit?
looked like he got hit.
Well, yeah.
Looked like no
Dried blood.
eyebrows. It was very interesting, and kind of like wasn't mean or anything. Like when he met me, like very nice. Criminals, and this happened when I was robbed. They just put on a persona that they're cool with you, and it's
Right. That's how they
very
do it.
mentally deceiving
Mm.
because you're not cool with me. You stole my phone and you're making me buy it back.
Right.
If we were cool, you'd say I found this and I'm giving it to
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
it back.
How'd you find each other? Like how? Because you don't know what each other looks like. How'd you find each other when he walked in? Did you meet in an aisle?
We're on
or-
the phone.
Oh, you're on the
I
phone.
called. Yeah.
Okay. So you
Were
saw
like, oh,
saw
shit.
him.
Yeah. You saw him.
shit your
right.
pants.
I'm looking. Oh my
You,
god.
so you turn like this and you're moving your lips like no.
Right.
No, I don't see you.
A different conversation. Yeah.
So
So you get in line.
I get in line.
This is my favorite part though, when
Yeah.
they're standing in line.
They're standing in line, and I'm like,
Jordan turns around and goes,
I said, "Do you want anything?"
Jordan.
Because I needed to get like.
You needed to buy something
need
to
he had
get
to buy
cash.
something to get cash back. So Jordan's looking in the aisles and he turns to the criminal and says, "Do you want anything?"
Look, it was my turn to Jesus moment. Like, let me be nice to the criminal. Let
Yeah.
me do some reverse psychology.
There
Like,
you go.
You know, like, what do you want?
That's
What
what
can I get for
that's
you?
what kids
Yeah.
who get kidnapped, they snap into that like survival mode where
have
they
to.
start getting in their head and they start asking them personal questions and we are friends.
Yes.
And it works.
It is an interesting. This happened to me. Not to like dwell on the robbery, but when I was robbed, there are armed weapons to your head, and they're asking you questions that are normal.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
And you're
that is so
supposed to
manipulative. That's
answer
mentally
normal.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So very same situation like that. So you
Did
just
he
have
get
to get on
anything?
this mental double bubble.
Yeah.
Double bubble.
bubble.
And you
Double
guys
bubble?
had just talked about double
Yes.
bubble
What-
in
what
the
flavor?
podcast before
What
that.
flavor?
It was the bubble yum.
Bubble yum. Bubble yum.
It says a lot
bubble
about
yum.
him.
Bubble yum. the pink one.
He's fruity.
Guys, if anybody picks a bubble yum, something is not right.
Yeah.
It's a red flag.
Error.
I think you should hit up Bubble Yum and tell them this story, and I think they'll come up with a flavor for you.
Survival.
The survival of flavor.
Well, after I left, I was scared about being chased home, like followed home.
oh yeah, I would be.
So
too.
I hung out in the CVS for like an hour across the street.
Smart.
So you
How'd you do the exchange?
in front of the cashier, were you just like
Right there.
You passed it to him?
He just gave it to me, and that was it, and we just left. So it felt very unrewarding. It felt for no reason. It felt like someone was just like, I have your laptop. No, I'm not giving it back. Why would I give it back?
I also felt like you were
Right.
let down by people that actually could have helped, like any police or anybody on site.
Target.
Yeah, I
where
can't believe
it
they did nothing.
happened.
That's
Well,
crazy.
did-
Target wouldn't even. The problem is not that they didn't care. They didn't care, but they didn't say, "Let us look. Let us look.
Yeah.
Let us check."
How were you dressed?
Until I got request by a homeless person.
I was like, Jordan, I feel like how you were dressed that day probably didn't help you.
Yeah. But like to have such evidence and then tell
Yeah.
them that like, yeah, the police don't want to help me. Oh, well, we don't want to help you then. Okay. All right. I guess no one's helping me.
I want to know, was the exchange like this at the same time, or was it like, here's the cash and then he like gave the phone, or like was there like a trust thing where you like were hoping he would give you the phone after paying, or was it just like
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. I just got the cash.
It was just
He gave it to him.
$100.
Was it 100? I thought it was 50 or something. It was not 100.
$50.
If
It was
Jordan,
not
I would
100.
be pissed that
50.
after all that, just 100. If it was like $500, I'd be like, damn, this guy really worked hard for that $500. But like
Right.
50, $100, I'd be pissed. After how many hours?
Which phone is it?
Like,
you have it? The actual
We
phone?
have it.
That's it
Let
right
me-
there?
Can I hold it?
Yeah.
6 hours, $100.
Wow.
You get paid more than a normal job than that money, and that was a crime.
Yep.
This is it?
Petty crime.
I risked my life for that phone.
That was a white
I
collar
would
crime.
die for
It
it.
was.
Hi, Polly. Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
You want to talk about my dad?
You want to talk about my dad? Well, what's really funny is we were just talking because his birthday party, the soup off. Sorry.
No, this is
You
funny.
do that every year. So, have we ever talked about that? How Jordan does a soup off
This
every
was
year?
his first soup off for
This is
his
my first
birthday
soup
party.
off.
The Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl. And we feel really bad because Jordan ended up getting last place in the competition. It was a blind taste test, and his got ripped apart. He overcooked his soup by 45 minutes when it was only supposed to be cooked for 30 minutes. And
Sorry.
kind of just
Abuela.
So when you overcook a soup, it
the
doesn't like.
noodles that were in
noodles.
it.
Oh, okay. The soup was still good. Like the
Soup was good,
the-
I think.
It had the consistency of like a flan.
yeah.
the
It
noodles.
was bad. It was bad.
Oh God.
But yeah. Anyways, we were just talking about how his birthday fell on Father's Day. And Jordan has a very interesting relationship with his father. So we said, did you call your father for Father's Day? Did you talk to him? And he's like, no, I was waiting for him. He never called me. And I was like, Jordan, that's not how it works. Like, you call your father on Father's Day. Your father doesn't call you.
But it's his birthday.
Exactly. So
It's
I was.
Heath. It's
a
his
toss-up.
birthday.
It's a
no,
toss-up.
No, the dad has to call him first. The birthday's more important than a
It
Father's
was like
Day.
a standoff.
Agreed.
However, he doesn't have a normal relationship with his father.
Oh,
like, I think you're. We could cut this, but your dad calls you like once every 5 years for your birthday.
It's definitely more now. Like,
Oh, I
since
thought you
we've
talked to your
reunited.
dad all the time. That's not your dad. It's your mom
It's my mom.
and your brother.
And my brother. So, yeah, he didn't call me and on my birthday. So
It was his birthday.
I was counting down and I just decided I'm going to skip Father's Day.
Okay.
I'm going to skip Father's Day.
Hey, he skipped
And
your whole life.
Fair.
So then we get to his birthday and my brother told me. Oh my gosh. And the entire day was just me like, do I do it? Like, he didn't do mine.
Interesting.
But then I was going to wish him happy birthday and then internally want him to say, hey, and happy birthday to you.
Mm.
And then if I called him on Father's Day, imagine, happy Father's Day. Thank you so much.
Hang on.
All right.
How's your day going?
Right.
If he
Oh,
didn't
that would
say-
kill me.
So there was a lot of risk for maybe no reward.
Yeah.
So I'd rather live that he just didn't maybe have the time to
Yeah.
say happy birthday, but to live and then wish him happy Father's Day, and then forget your birthday. It was just a double whammy and a day that I was not ready for.
I think I'd be more afraid of that,
day.
of me calling and him not saying happy birthday.
There was there was stuff on the line.
There was layers.
There was layers on it. And
so
then
just avoid it.
Father's birthday, that was my flop. As a son, I did fail.
You did what you had to do.
I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I was trying to end, there is no bad blood, so I should have called him. It just, I think just like him, and maybe that's why we're each other's biological, that's why we're the same. I think that, like him, I saw the clock and was like, oh, now if I text him at midnight, he's going to think I've forgotten, just remember right now. So put it down.
Maybe he locked his phone in his car.
Yeah.
I love how that's how you think when it's like texting a girl, right? It's like, should I wait? That's so crazy to have that like type of relationship with your dad. I can't imagine me and my dad like doing that. Like, should I wait?
How old were you when we
like first like interacted?
No. When he left.
Oh, like 2.
And then you didn't see him again until he stopped in at GameStop.
He would come into my life like once every summer, but he stopped for like 8 years.
Oh, wow.
Then like 4 years. Like there were weird gaps, but I would see him. And then like throughout middle school through high school, there was like an 8-year block where I did not see him.
And then he showed up to Jordan's work randomly on accident.
Accidentally?
Accidentally at GameStop.
What is he doing at GameStop?
I took a lunch break.
Yeah, you're like, I gotta go on break.
My manager was like, what is, because you guys experienced it. There's 13 Asian people that go in and touch you and like look at your face and they're like, oh my God, you look like this. And like, they're like dissecting me.
When he walked in, did you recognize him or no? He had to tell you.
He recognized me.
Okay.
So
that's
it's
crazy. It's like a movie.
Imagine that
it's
like it's your son you haven't seen and you're just like,
and he said it so casually, right?
Casually.
He goes,
yes,
Luke, I am your father.
Yes.
Jordan Lucas. Lucas.
And he also judged immediately what I was wearing. I had like a wolf necklace. It was like,
for him to say something about your outfit when he hasn't.
I can't even listen to this conversation
That's
anymore.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But he is very religious and necklaces are spiritual. So like he was like looking at it like, well, what are you wearing? Like, don't.
What are you representing?
Yeah.
But, interesting. Well, we actually have him here today. Come on in.
Mr. Ong.
I think something really, and I don't want to misconstrue anything. Like I love my whole family. Like every member of my family, my father, like my entire family. But I was gonna say something like just very interesting, very coincidental. But I think I don't know what age I was, but I remember it very vividly.
Do you hear that? Oh, okay. I kept hearing something in the bathroom.
I heard something rustling, but
I remember this very vividly. But I was in my closet, and my mom looked very weird, like just very weird,
like upset.
And I was like, "What's going on?" And she's like, "Your dad just called and said."
How old were you at the time?
I don't know.
Like young.
Yeah. And she was like, "He asked how's Dylan and Justin."
Oh no.
And I was like,
Justin?
What?
Oh
and
my God.
I cried. I spent like a long time thinking that my dad forgot my name. It was really bad.
Wow.
Turns out, and his new marriage, he also tried again and created Delvin and Justin.
D and J, and his brother's
My brother's
Dylan,
name is Dylan and
he's
Jordan.
Delvin and Justin.
Yes. So I think when he called my mom, he didn't. He just accidentally did a Freudian slip.
Yeah.
Basically.
And that just stuck with you.
I internalized it, and I thought, and then it didn't hit me until very recently when I formally met my half brothers and half siblings.
I met them, right?
You did.
That was them at the house.
They came here?
It's
all 30
of them. Can I quickly tell that?
Yeah.
So Jordan said, my dad called. He's in California. He wants me to go with him to the cemetery to see, like when you visit
to a cemetery to a family member he's never met to go to like.
Right.
I met him now. My grandfather.
Right. So
wow.
he goes, he's gonna come here pick me up and we're gonna go. I'm like, yeah, no problem. And I've heard so many stories. I know the backstory. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, your dad is coming. He was like, I know. He was so nervous.
You got to meet him. Oh my God.
And I was at the house just with a friend, and he wasn't there. So we were there, and I'm just expecting, like, just Jordan's dad's come in, like, nice to meet you, whatever. He shows up with like 15 people.
What?
And they are walking around the yard like they're at Disneyland. They're like looking at every flower. They're looking at the swing, the pool, and they're all dispersing. And I see all these people around my yard like it's a carnival. And I was hysterical. I was like, this is so interesting. Then I met his dad. And his dad was talking like he's just known Jordan. Just like I was like, this is crazy. Because it's also crazy to see when you meet Jordan's mom, you are like, that is your mother.
Yeah.
You are your mother.
Yeah.
Same personality. They look exactly like she's just blonde.
Yeah.
She's so just as happy-go-lucky, just like bubbly, fun, spontaneous. Meeting his dad, honestly, you don't look like him.
No.
You really don't look like him.
Anything like him.
Totally different personality. Like, I don't see Jordan at all.
Like no similar features. No.
I'm sure there is if I
My
really
eyes. I have his eyes.
Oh, okay.
He sounded upset. His eyes.
Just his eyes.
So it was crazy to hear him talking about his son Jordan.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't clicking because I just see like Jordan and his mom, like that's just, you guys are so similar. It's just crazy that you don't look or act anything like him, but that was your dad. And it was so, and then he introduced me to the kids and I'm like, he said the D and the J, and I'm like, those are the kids. Like everybody was so nice, and like it's like I said, make yourself at home. They did. We're all hanging out, we're sitting around, and I'm looking at Jordan. I'm just like, this is crazy, right? Like this is insane.
Wow.
They came into the house like squatters. Like, I didn't know if they were gonna leave.
Oh my God, you should have hit me up, Mariah. I would have ran over.
And then can I say that he like owns a nail salon?
Oh yeah.
First thing, you know how he
God.
judged
Wow, I
Jordan
actually have a
on
lot
his
to say on
necklace.
that.
The first 2 seconds of meeting me, he shakes my hand like, nice to meet you. He turns my hand over and looks at my nails. And he's making sure that they look good because he owns a nail salon.
Oh
so
my
he tells me about all the nail salons and he goes, you need to do this, this, this. I'm just
is it just because he owns a nail salon or like that's his passion, like nails?
both probably.
Probably both.
He just really knows about nails.
Yeah.
My hair's falling
Wow.
out.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
On that,
of course.
When I get at least like, if I check my
yes.
Facebook messages, there is, hi, I just got my nails done. I think I just spoke to your father. Are you in LA? Are you gonna be into-
My God.
His dad with the clients, he says, I have a son, Jordan, and you would love him. He tries to hook him up with the clients. And he's like,
Shout out to my dad.
He's
a real one.
He's trying to make up.
He's out there, and I'm not joking. Like, I'm getting girls different ages, like
47-year-old woman.
Yeah, I mean 35. I mean, he's like maybe.
Give
Let
it a
me
shot.
just throw it out.
Michelle,
Imagine-
26. I love to straddle, just like you.
imagine after all this, he's your matchmaker.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Your personal
Would
hitch.
not be surprised. I mean, he's begging me to go to Vietnam and meet a Vietnamese woman.
Oh,
That
he
is
wants you to be with a Vietnamese woman?
That's his dream for me.
Really?
Hey, another year might happen because, but
Pretty desperate.
Wow.
But
yeah.
so he came and then he took you to the cemetery and then they did like a full-blown barbecue around
Barbecue.
the
They
around
put
the
up,
cemetery.
Zane,
I've never heard of that.
Zane, they were putting up a tent. Not a camping tent, like a...
Like a full-blown canopy for like a pop-up
They were
shop.
putting
Kind
up
of like
a tent.
what I stole from Target.
No.
No.
No,
crazier.
not a camping tent. Like, you know when you have
pop-up
a
shop.
party and you have tables and you want to put the pop-up tent?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, sorry. That's what I meant. Was
Yeah.
Like
That was the tent that
And the grounds people came over and said, hey, you can't do that. And they're like, nah, we're going to do it anyway. And like they brought out a plethora of food. They
this
had
is like
baskets
in the cemetery
of food.
with
Yes.
other graves
Yes.
around.
Not only that, the food was brought on the plane.
Right.
This is
They
all
brought baskets
grown
of food.
food. Yeah.
They brought it, and Jordan's just sitting there, and they're touching his face, and they're like, "You look just like him."
Yeah, they said I look like my grandfather, and we all went in like a 15-person line with incense, and like all put incense on his grave and like prayed. And it was my grandfather.
But it is cool. Like I do
Yeah.
love that part of the culture where
is.
they honor the
Respect.
person that passed, and it is.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I love too is that half the people there were not close to him either. Like, probably didn't know him just as much as me. Like, this was
Yeah.
like my father visiting his father.
Just the respect and that.
Yeah,
it's
you just
so
go.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But I mean, to everyone out there with a strange relationship with your father, unstrange it.
Just go with
it's
it.
a good benefit.
Go with it.
Go with it. Yeah, I just go with it.
Just like
'Cause-
just make it turn something negative into a positive.
exactly. There's just no point. There's nothing. It's your future, and just make it a good one.
Yeah.
That is true.
I don't internalize anything.
Yeah.
At all.
That's good. It's a good
and
trait.
honestly, if you have someone like he is trying in some way,
Yeah.
he is sending me woman.
He is sending me woman.
Luckily, I have
Listen,
women.
Maybe he doesn't want to be your father, but he wants to be your friend.
I am very out of tune with Asian ethnic cultures. Like, I only know so much, but I know that in 16th century China,
That was the best thing you could do.
Father of the Year.
Yeah,
Father of the destiny.
Wait, what? If
16th century China. My dad sending me brides just every day.
Yeah, that's
he's just
crazy.
traditional,
Yeah,
old
traditional.
school.
I like it. I like it. Keep
He's
sending
trying. That's great that he's trying. He was very nice. And your mom is with Henry, who's amazing.
them. Henry is
He was your father figure
incredible.
growing up.
Yeah, and Henry is a good influence on how I treated my stepson when I had
There
one.
you go.
Which
Wow.
is amazing.
Yeah.
He did a very good job because you're good with kids, you're good with women. Luckily, you have a woman.
What a beautiful episode.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you
We've
for
learned
coming on,
so
Jordy.
much about
thank
Jordan.
you guys.
Sorry we make you repeat your stories over and over and over again.
No,
I just
Every
love
time we
them.
introduce someone to Jordan, we're like, can you tell this story?
It was my first time
Sorry.
hearing half of those, so this was a fun episode for
It's
me
thoroughly
as a
so
viewer,
good.
as a listener.
I like revealing some things for myself, so it's nice.
And we're going to have him come back on in a month because I know he'll have at least 5 more.
Yeah.
5 more.
Just
in a month.
tonight, he'll have one.
But yeah, thank you, Jordan, for hopping on an episode.
Thank you,
Taking
guys.
Matt's place. Matt, again, happy birthday. Good luck in wherever the fuck you are.
Suck it.
Thank you, Matt.
Suck
Happy
it. Yeah, you
birthday.
suck it.
Happy birthday.
That's it.
All right. We love you guys. Also, make sure to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Zane and Heath. We do a bonus episode every single month. We also keep these cameras rolling so you get an extended cut of the podcast. We do a monthly live Q&A. A bunch of extra goodies. Again, patreon.com/Zane and Heath.
You can check out these episodes audio form every Monday on all podcast platforms, and we post the video version of these podcasts if you guys ever want to see what we look like. And this is your first time just on our podcast on Spotify or something, you should watch the video. YouTube.com/Zane and Heath. We post every Tuesday, the very next day.
All right. We love you guys. See you.
Mwah. Unwinders, we'll see you
Ciao.
now.